weekly market recap. Okay, so this week, good week. I like this week. Breaking week, actually. I hit a 1.5 RR on a Monday, and Friday I had my bias wrong, so I lost 1 RR. We're gonna go over this, right? Is that Monday? This week was a good week because now I just learned something new, right? I learned something new that the daily time frame does matter. I mean, it has already been mattering. I just didn't know how to use it well. Now I know, right? Now we found it out. So the daily time frame now is that the external and internal daily is the one that matters, and we're just taking anything in the 4 hour time frame that aligns with the daily, just shorting it along it to the daily, right? It's like today, right? So you could have sorted this to the daily, this would have been your main goal, because why? Because the main daily, right? There is the daily fair value gap, right? So that's your range or take profit, and you wouldn't be this deviation, because why wouldn't it not be this? It's we only using this deviation to the main drawn liquidity and to the ones that are partially there, right? There's something there, so that's gonna be our main goal, and the main take profit as well. And yeah, with that, that's that. But now let's go over our goal for today, and which was the market recap. So on Monday, I had a buy setup over here for the daily drawn liquidity. On this day, we're gonna go for daily first, right? As always, daily was bullish, right? The daily was bullish. There's something to the downside. Just looking for a super liquidity in a 4 hour time frame for me to go bearish, right? Daily was bullish. The 4 hour was bullish, right? Boom. The 4 hour down aligned with the daily. That's already been aligned with, so I don't really care. Now, we had two setups here, right? We had a setup from here and from here. So if we go to the lower time frame, this one went against my my 15-minute opposing fair value gap, bro, right? So I gotta find out how I could do it. Do I need that 15 opposing fair value gap, bro, or not? Because yeah, and it sounds like I don't need it, but we're gonna find out in the future, right? So right now, but during that time, we had a 4 hour super liquidity, right? So there's a 4 hour super liquidity. Only the 4 hour time determines if it's gonna trade a drawn liquidity or not. But the drawn liquidity is already bullish, so it doesn't matter. We could use it as a confluence of getting in. For a 5 minute, we had 2 entries here, right? But I took this one, then I took this one, so I could have gotten a 3 RR on this, right? We had our first entry over here, boom. Would have experienced a little bit drawdown, but would have been overall and take profit. I think I have my entry somewhere over here, like over there. So I start below the third one, 1, 2, 3, because we gotta cancel. We gotta like, it didn't have to be over there, right? You could just been below this, yeah. So you gotta cut a bit below this because we got a candle closure above. So every time when I trade breakup blocks, and when I'm entering my trades on breakup blocks, I'm always gonna be using this, right? Every time I get a candle closure above the breakup block, right? I'm like, okay, this is good enough for me to put myself below the breakup blocks, and the market shouldn't even go big down below it. And you can see market came back down, but it never took out liquidity, right? It never took us out. So take profit would have been, I think it was somewhere over, not there. That's a 2 huge RR. It would have been, it's hourly fair value gap, that's right over here with it. This hourly fair value would have been our take profit and final take profit, which is just straight away aligns with this, right? In the hourly time frame. Fair value gap straight away aligns with it, so boom. Final take profit is going to be there. First take profit is going to be right over here. This one already got touched for market, right? But when it did get touched, I didn't care because I'm going with the higher time frame, right? Because we already had our 4 hour super liquidity, and we already had all the criteria to getting in. We had our sweep, so this one right here doesn't really matter. Market first traded it, right? So the time we entered is never touched it, right? So now the market pump back down, go back up. Now once this is near this right here, right? So my first take profit would have been this. Market got a 15 time frame close above it, so I was holding it to the TP, which is relatively right over here, just because it's near that, right? So second take profit gonna be there. Got smashed. This would have been a 3 RR and a 1 RR. This is not a. It's been like that. Boom, 1 RR, and my entry soft stop was. I could have had a better soft stop, but I was unexperienced, so every time I see a candle closure above it, I'm looking to enter out of that, right? So once I see the 1 minute candle closure above it, so because every time I'm entering, and the best way I can have my breakup block at sell stop is when I see the 1 minute close above the breakup block and give us some sort of entry, then I can put my setup below that, right? But yeah, that's that. Then along the week, no setup because all of these were going against the daily journal liquidity. So like, okay, I'm not gonna daily well, think it was the internal bias. This was going against the internal bias. This one was 2. This one was 2. Now this one wasn't, right? Now I'm looking for a short. Never had a short entry here. Next session, I never had a short entry here or over here. You test the order block, but the order block never really acted as a thing. And my buys during this time was bullish. Keep that in mind. I had my buys wrong, right? The daily journal liquidity is bearish. So I mean, hey, now we find out, right? We found it out now, right? So the daily journal liquidity is bearish. We had the entry, but it's cool. Now we know, right? During this time, both of the thing got disrespected, but it's out of the order block, right? I want to see ways where I could use it basically just out of like breaker blocks. No, not breaker blocks, just use it out of fair value and about liquidity. Because this one right over here was out of super liquidity. This one was out of fair value. That's what you can see order block, but the order block went below the order block. You can see just in the fair value gap, right? So yeah, I might just start up right now. Just use fair value as a bunch of liquidity, but this week was a good week, break even week. But I could have had a 1, 3, 6 RR week, but we learned along the way. But this one was going against the not drawn liquidity rule. What was I looking to do over there? I was looking for longs or shorts. Wait, this would have not even been a trade because during this time I was looking for a long as well. Yeah, I was looking for a long as well. Yeah, during this time I was looking for a long as well. I was like, how the fuck did I not take a trade? But I know what I did. I know what I did here is just that the market and all different books are down. So I was looking for a 15-minute unicorn model, and the 15 unicorn never showed up. Yeah, so this would have not been a trade. It would have been like a lucky ass trade, right? But would have been up with a 3RR this week, right? If would have taken not this one, but this other ones, right? 3RR. But yeah, pretty good week, break even week, lesson learned week, and yeah, keep on improving. Now I'm gonna use a daily time frame as a main thing and use the 4 hour to go with it, right? Anytime, every time I say the 4 hour, because without that, look at the price action before this aligning with the daily. The daily draw, like why the market see those liquidity got a closure below it, right? The price action were much clearer than before this. You could see it ranging, right? Over here, market moves smoothly, push down right to the daily. How will the daily journal liquidity bearish? All of the daily time frame is bullish. Market in the 4 hour time frame closed bearish, and every time I see that closing bearish, we go to the daily because daily had no boss liquidity, right? So market in the daily time frame went to the daily fair value guard, right? See right over there. And with that, prices are much cleaner. So now I'm focused on daily. I'm focused on the daily external and internal liquidity. But in the 4 hour, I'm just looking at anything that goes with the daily, right? So if I see a daily internal, meaning if the market wants to go to the fair value gap, I'm gonna look for a daily 4 hour fair value gap to get touched. That's bearish to the downside. 4 hour simple liquidity to the downside to go to the downside, right? Like I had some examples behind here. I mean, I can go back in the chart. Where was the examples that I had here? Did I have any examples here? I did not have any examples, I think. Yeah, I went past, I think, so much that I don't have the examples. But yeah, the unicorn model is very good model. Just gotta keep on practicing, getting better at it. Thank you for watching.